Hey there guys, this is Robin Hood, and today I am bringing you guys probably my favorite Shogun 2 battle that I have had in a while. This has nothing to do with the army builds in it, but it brings back kind of the flavor of the older Total War games, which is something I very much like. My ally in this 2 versus 2 on Saga River is Indie Pride, and our opponents are Seven Spears, Jono, and Vanguard. Now, the reason that I like this battle is one, it's a longer battle, and two, it feels like it had more to it than the normal Shogun battle. It wasn't just the better army or anything like that, because really, oh, and it's a night battle, which is cool, but really, what Shogun is a Call of Duty version of a Total War game. Really fast paced, get things done quickly, rank up, get veterans, that kind of stuff. They turned it into something like that, and that, not much of a fan of it. But this battle lasted for a while, and there was a lot of tactical thinking involved. So real quick, I'll list my army. I have got one 200 range bow monk up front, and then I have got 5 Naginata attendants, and I believe 5 katana samurai. My General Nico, and then a strong cav contingent. I've got, I believe, 3 Yari cav, 4 Yari cav that is, and a katana cav. So yeah, that's my army. Now, Indie Pride's army over here. He's got 2 bow cav as a skirmishing force. Looks like 2 Yari cav and 2 monk cav. And then some Yari Ashigaru. I'm gonna say, let's see, 2 Nodachis, 3 Katana Samurai or Wako Raider, Avatar Bodyguard, Lone Sword, and Lone Sword. So 2 Lone Swords, another Yari Ash. And it's a lot harder to read off the names in this game because when it's a veteran, if you notice where my mouse is, that's usually where the name is, but it only says the veteran name, so I have to look on the right. Then he's got this katana cab in the back. Now my opponent is immediately going to cross this river, and I think that the river graphics are kind of funny for a nighttime battle. It seems way too bright, so I don't exactly know why they did that, but the moon's also really bright. Like, we played a nighttime battle right before this, and it was a lot darker, which was cooler. Now, my opponent's army, this is a gold 10 star, so he's got some pretty nice veterans. Yeah, quite a few katana samurai, 5, maybe 6. Some matchlocks, very highly vetted. One was a monk, one's an Ashigaru. As Avatar's bodyguard, and real quick over here, sending a cav unit forward, and check this out. Here it is. 3 cav, Yari cav, monk cav, Yari cav. So 2 Yari cav, monk cav, and then yeah, he's got quite a few spears. Some of them are Yari samurai. Now, Indie Pride's opponent, which is going to end up, this is a really flip-floppy battle. I end up fighting this guy, but he's got a General's Bodyguard, 2 Great Guard, and 2 Yari Cav, and then some Naginata attendants, quite a few bows. He had 3 of them, Daikyu and 2 bow monks, but this is actually pretty funny because my bows are going to take on all 3 of them, and unless the replay's bugged, absolutely destroy them. And then he's got some Naginata Samurai, monks, attendants. He's got a Matchlock unit also, Matchlock Samurai. Some more Naginata Samurai. So I don't even really think he had any sword units. Now, when my opponent came across the river, and as you can see, I lost 1 cav unit. And that is really bugged. I actually got one of these units down to like 15 men and damaged the other 2 really badly, so my cav was really nicely vetted, so it had them rout a lot faster than what actually happened, but got some nice kills anyway. I chased his cav across the river and then pulled back with my cav, and both our armies are over here, and this is a really dangerous position because due to all the bows that Vanguard over here has, these two bow cav are not strong enough, especially unveteran, to take them down. And my opponent, he's got, I don't believe any bows, but these matchlocks are a problem. And yeah, although matchlocks have been nerfed, they for some reason got slightly unnerfed, which I personally disagree with, but charging into this is a serious problem, and my men would rout fighting those kind of good swords. He does have a 200 range bow monk too, so he's got the skirmish advantage. So really, we're at a loss here. We almost have to attack, and that is a terrible position to attack. So that's not what we're going to do. So as you can see, the skirmish is going on for a while. Notice that my katana cav, or no, that's Indie Pride's. Here's mine. This is a katana cav unit, and they are hiding in the woods here, or they will be. Remember that. This is one of those good old-time battles. If any of you have been subscribers for a long time, remember Vizero. This was some battles like the ones I had with him, where our opponents had the superior armies. Well, maybe not superior, but better suited for the map. And that resulted in us doing some very careful cavalry work to whittle them down. But this is a really long battle for Shogun, so I'm going to fast forward for a second because I don't want to cut anything out. And as you can see, Indie Pride's running away. But basically here, I'm going to go, this is a crappy position to attack. So what we want to do is pull back across the river. And he didn't want to pull back all the way across the river, but I said, no, we're going to make them attack. And I'm going to hit play here a second. Whoa, moved really fast. So he wanted me to pull back to this thing, and he would pull back to like right here. I disagreed because that put him at a downhill disadvantage, and this also put my opponent's already superior skirmish army in the woods. Well, my men are on open ground, so that's really bad. So I wanted to pull back to here, where we had the woods and they had to attack across the river. And the goal is to make them have to attack us, because that means that their matchlocks don't get those shots as we're charging in. That means it'll take longer to position them, longer for our men to fight, and maybe allow us to maneuver and get rid of them. So Indie Pride's just going to keep whittling away at these guys with the bow cav, and as you can see, I am pulling back across the river in full. And I'm going to take my cavalry and swing it around to the right and put it on this side of the river to cover our retreat and also hopefully do some damage as hidden units. So I will fast forward again here, and yeah, the combination of the nighttime and how many units were in this battle is surprisingly actually making my computer lag a little, which rarely happens. I'm used to it on my old computer, but this one almost never lags. So that's Hannibal there. I can't push play till he's out of the way, but shout out for him. Go check out Hannibal Bonaparte's channel. And there, I got play. So what's up, Hannibal? I know you watch these videos. Say what you wish in the comments. Yes. Now over here, notice how my opponent, Seven Spears, has chased all the way over the river, or no, across from this position back here, over like this, and to over here, and now I'm facing Vanguard, which was, I don't know how or why they did that. I don't even know if they were communicating. I feel like they almost have to have been if they set up like this. For some reason they decided for this guy to fight Indy, but that's how it worked out, and that's what these guys are gonna do. So we're set up on the other side of the river. Indy's cav's gonna keep coming across here. My opponent's cav is now sitting here, and it's actually gonna charge across but turn back. Eventually he lures it in. Now here is what I want to show you. Now, notice I have a hidden cav unit here, which is a katana cav. This unit, which is a Yari cav, and then 2 units of Yari cav up here. My opponent now is going to send all of his cav towards these two, so I'm going to run away, hoping I could get a hammer and anvil off with this unit here. But I'm going to end up just falling across the river. Now, this guy, not expecting anything, has his bows way far forward from the spears. Well, not super far, but just far enough for me to get off this charge. So here comes my katana cav, and that is a little bit less work that my bows, my outnumbered bows, that's the key thing there, need to do. So they're going to get quite a few kills on this bow unit, and even when these Naginata attendants hit, I'm going to let them stick around for a while because my cav's pretty strong and do just enough to damage to this unit. I don't think it fully routes, but it is very much hurt, and then I'm going to run up through here. Yeah, so through here, and maybe I was going to try to get these matchlocks, but my ally told him that those cav were coming. So now, not expecting this unit, he sends all of his cav over here, and I'm going to withdraw across the river. This is when I spring my second trap. These guys are still hidden. And over here, we've got some juicy Daikyo Samurai. And any second now, these guys are going to charge. I was debating. I was talking with Indy and was saying, you know, should I go for this or no? I was also watching these cav. When they committed to following my katana cav around, I'm going to lose my katana cav, which is fine. I mean, it's slightly sad that it had to happen, but it got rid of his cav and opened up another sneak attack, which is going to action now. So here comes my bows. My cav. I ran over here, thinking about withdrawing across the river, but I'm gonna slam into these bows, do some more damage, and he does not. Well, he responds more quickly to this one than he did the other, but still, I'm gonna get some really nice kills before withdrawing. Pretty much. I mean, I took a few losses. What, about 10, 9? Probably one more guy will go down from a bow shot. Yeah, 10. And over here, so ends my brave katana cav. But anyhow, real quick here, I am going to stop recording and come back when the battle starts. Okay, so the battle has now started. My bows, having 200 range, are going to very quickly shred his bow units, some of which are damaged. Remember that. Sneak attack. Cav, one of them is fully gone. I killed that one pretty much immediately here with one volley. That's the Daikyo gone. And now my bows just have to take on this 3 chevron bow monk, which isn't even in range. So there's really no problem here. The first volley didn't do much. Second one's gonna get some good hits. And then from then on, it's just downhill for his bows. He should have either withdrawn or moved up. At this point, he's taken so many losses, he might as well move up and get what use he can out of these bows, but they're done. They're gone. It's the end of it. And remember, this is exactly what we want. My bows have some cover, and now his army is out in the open, which is perfect. Has to cross a river to get to me. Over here, Indy Pride has now destroyed 7 Spears cav. Jano, that is, 7 Spears is a clan, I believe. Don't really pay much attention to clan stuff. But that's the end of that cav, giving him a cavalry advantage. And now this guy's going to cross the river, and that battle's going to go forth. Now here I'm going to stop this charge. We'd screwed up our opponents so much that they started making some stupid decisions. This guy still had a strong skirmish advantage, and he didn't have to cross the river. This guy sent tons of attendants in to attack me first, with his main army being too far back to support. So, yeah, attendant units, unveteran, versus some very nice swords. I don't think that's going to go all that well. And in fact it doesn't, and then all I have to do after this mass rout happens is pull back, and I am exactly how I want to be. Now at this point, I'm pretty sure I've got this battle. There's still a cavalry fight to happen. Indy Pride actually just kind of left his bows over here shooting. Now, let's see. My bows are shooting at these matchlocks, which can cause a problem. But for a second here, gonna fast forward, because if I make a video longer than 20 minutes, I have to upload it in 720p thanks to YouTube not allowing over 2 gigabyte things, because my computer renders it over 2 gigabytes if it takes too long, or if the video's over 20 minutes. Because of how high quality I'm recording in, it takes up more data. So here I get a hammer and anvil off. Remember, he has superior cav because of the Great Guard, and his Yari cav is pretty nice too. Mine's better, and my cav can hold against a Great Guard, but with all this extra cav, 2 to 4, there's not much I can do at all. So I'm just gonna wrap him up. I have a Naginata attendant in here, and that's gonna get his cav killed off. He's gonna send in his general though. Over here, I'm like, at this point, you know what, we'll just go forward. And so he's gonna charge the rest of his units in. And then at that point, it's pretty much over. He's gonna try to run with his cav, but I've still got cav, and I'm gonna clean up on them. Haven't even committed all my units yet. Here they go. And once again, night battle looks very nice. Something pretty different. You never get those in matchmaking. Matchmaking's not varied enough, in my opinion. I wish they had more. Over here, Indy Pride's gonna pretty much swamp this guy. His matchlocks get a ton of kills, but that's about all they do. They're gonna go down. And at this point, yeah, my side of the battle is pretty much a crushing victory. I mean, I lost my cav, but due to some tactical maneuver, you can see all the dead bows that have lost their lives due to some cavalry traps, which worked out very well for me. So at this point, yeah, like I said, it's pretty much over. There's a Naginata Samurai over here. Indy Pride's completely won his battle. His was a bit tougher of the two, but that's the end of the replay. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like. If you did not, go ahead and dislike it, and please tell me why so that I can try to do better next time. But honest feedback is appreciated. Otherwise, leave a comment and subscribe. Thank you guys. See you next time.